What's up, guys? This is Stevan Micic. I'm here with my dad, the wrestling guru, my coach, Steve Micic, and we're here today to talk about Jesse Mendez. All right, guys, the returning NCAA champion at 141 pounds. All right, this is part of our series that we're talking about the #1 guy ranked at each weight leading up to the NCAA tournament in March. And today is my boy Jesse. He's from the same club as me, Region Wrestling. Grew up in the same area. He looked up to me a lot growing up as a wrestler, and it's awesome to see his success that he has right now, lighting it up. He might have had one of the best years last year in 2024, winning NCAAs, taking 4th at the Olympic trials, beating Alira's head-to-head in a Beat the Streets matchup. Yep. I mean, he is on fire. But before we get into it, guys, talking about if this year, if he's going to be unstoppable, if there's anybody that can beat him, and what's crediting to so much success from Jesse, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn notification bells on. All right, so let's get into it. So, go ahead, Dad. What do you want to say?
We've known Jesse since he was a little boy, actually. How many years younger is he than you?
I remember him working out. I was at Alex Hertz's doing private lessons in high school, and he was just a little kid coming in to work out with Alex, too, after with some partners. And, I mean, I remember him just being always extremely hard worker, really humble guy, super athletic and talented, and then adding the technical piece to it. I mean, he has always been a talented guy, undefeated 4-time state champion in Indiana, a cadet world team member, a junior world team member, always been slated very highly, getting recruited highly. You know, I really wanted him to go to Michigan, but I think Ohio State was the best choice for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think he fits in really good over there, and, I had a question mark when he decided to do that, even though Ohio State was on your list, and you almost went there. I mean, they're a quality program with quality coaches and quality people, and they produce a lot of champions there.
Yeah, so I think what's really helped him develop, I think, one is 141 is the perfect weight class for Jesse.
He's not cutting too much weight.
He's not cutting.
He was his freshman year, right?
Yeah, he tried to go 133 straight into it, and you could just tell he was off a notch just a little bit. Cutting too much, doesn't have that pop.
He didn't have that horsepower that he
No, and that's what Jesse, what makes him so special is he's got energy, he's got a lot of athleticism and a lot of talent, and when you can't do that, it's very difficult to, perform every week in, week out, and especially in a college season. It's not like he had to make the weight class for 133 once or twice a year. He was doing it every single weekend, and I mean, he still ended up gritting out tough and All-Americaning, taking 6th place at the NCAAs, and then you could see
underperformed in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
I think it was the weight cut that did it, because this is one talented guy.
Yeah, and then going into next year into NCAAs and going up to 141 and winning the damn thing, winning Big Tens, winning NCAA title, becoming a national champion for the Buckeyes. One thing that Jesse's really done, even from that time and going into freestyle, where he has wins over Joey McKenna, Yanni Diakomahalis, keeping a close match to Zane Rutherford in the Olympic trials finals, the semifinals.
Went down to what,
3-2, I believe, and he ends up finishing 4th place at the Olympic trials. Then wrestling and beating Andrew Alira is probably his toughest quote-unquote match this year in college. He beat him and handled him pretty well at the Beat the Streets freestyle event this year.
Yep, but what is it about Jesse Mendez that makes him so good? I'm not going to call him great yet, but he's on his way there. What is it? I mean, I have my thoughts of what it is. And he's one of those guys is that he can do it all. He's not just a one-trick pony, kind of guy. He's great defensively. He's great offensively.
He's got heavy hands.
He's got heavy hands. He snapped the crap out of you and get go behind you.
He's explosive.
He can throw you.
Yeah, he can go upper body.
He can go upper body. I mean, the guy could be dangerous in so many different ways. He can beat you in defensively, offensively, throwing. And when you get a guy that's so well-rounded, they're very difficult. You better have one heck of a solid day in order to not.
And I think also with Ohio State being in the picture, what's really helped him, I think, win nationals last year was being in a room where guys like at 141 having Logan Stieber and Jay Jaggers, guys who are known for their folk style ability on top, really helped Jesse round out. Where he's always been talented on his feet, but being in the place to lock in his folk style wrestling abilities. So I think that's first and foremost, having the full package of being that and then complimenting him in the area probably which would need the most.
Probably would be his area of most improvement with those kind of coaches, though. I mean, they're awesome in those positions, and he's just so well-rounded. I don't see. Do you see anything? Do you see any weaknesses?
I think right now, I think Jesse's got it down, locked in with his tactics and his strategy. It's very smart. Obviously, he's in great form, and he's competing the best I've seen. I think he's going to go in and win his second national title. But
God willing, he stays healthy, and that's another thing at this time of year. He's got to stay
as long as he stays healthy and keeps where he's at, he's a positive guy. Saw him after the duel against Michigan Ohio State. He's in great spirits. On top of which, his tactics are great, I think. The way he's wrestling his matches, he's not going too crazy. As much as he does have a motor and has offense, he's not going crazy and getting sloppy. He's not jeopardizing, a lot of positioning for those attacks. He's picking his attacks and he's exploding through, wrestling great. He's hard to get a hold of. He kind of wrestles a little bit more from space and then in the hands, and he snaps off and resets very well. And I think that's what he does the best, where you saw in these freestyle against these senior guys, with guys like Yanni and guys like Joey, who maybe are cutting a little bit too much to make the weight. Jesse was fresh and was really difficult for them to wrestle, where they just kind of got a little tired.
And they couldn't get their hands on him, and they did. He'd shoot under that little double.
Oh, yeah, he beat James Green, too. That was another huge win for him. So, I mean, Jesse might, from my opinion, he had the biggest W for you at Team USA, especially from a guy who didn't make the Olympic team. And I think he's a guy that could be there soon.
He's going to be the guy, I think.
Yep, so let me know what you guys think about Jesse Mendez, if he can repeat a national title this year. Comment below. Let's go, Jesse. Hope to see success and see that other title this year. So make sure to subscribe, World Champs and everything we do, baby. Let's go.